to flip a house. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Shane Ettinger.
And I'm Meredith Boggs. Joshua Hunt, accused of murdering 17-year-old Joshua Snapp, took the stand today in Benton County Court to testify his accounts of the 4th of July shooting near Horn Rapids.
Jane Sander was in court today for that testimony. She joins us now with the latest on the case. Jane, what did Hunt have to say?
Shane and Meredith, Hunt told the jury he shot Snapp once and then his friend John Young shot him twice at around 6 a.m. on July 4th. Hunt said he never planned to kill Snapp. Today, the prosecutor brought up inconsistencies in Hunt's statements since that day on what really happened.
Sitting there, and next thing I know, the gun's in my hand. I just shot him.
Joshua Hunt took the stand today and testified about his role in the murder of Joshua Snapp. Hunt was emotional, pausing to wipe away tears as he recalled the shooting. Hunt said he and Young took Snapp into the desert to confront him, calling him a snitch about drug deals. Hunt says he had smoked meth earlier and smoked pot with Young and Snapp in the desert. He says the meeting got aggravated. That's when he shot Snapp, and then Young took the gun.
I just started sobbing, and I didn't know what to do. I started walking away, and he grabbed the gun out of my hand, and I just heard a shot.
Hunt said he didn't plan the shooting.
During the day before, the day of, was it a topic of conversation to plan to kill Joshua Snapp?
No.
The prosecution questioned how Hunt was able to recall so much, but not one of the most important details.
You remember detail after detail after detail, but you don't remember how your gun got in your hand moments before you shot Josh Snapp, do you?
No.
Miller then questioned Hunt about how his gun had enough bullets in it following some shooting he'd done 2 days prior. At first, Hunt said he wasn't sure.
That you reloaded the gun before you took Josh out to Horn Rapids. Fair enough?
I guess, yeah.
The defense will continue their case tomorrow, and the jury could begin deliberating early next week. We will continue to follow this murder case and bring you any new developments as soon as we get them. Live in the studio, Jane Sander, NBC, right now.
Thank you, Jane. A 17-year-old boy is now in custody in connection with a murder investigation from December. Detectives questioned 3 people inside a Kennewick home on East 2nd Avenue, which led them to the teen. Officers say the boy gave them his account of what happened when 23-year-old Geraldo Villamar was stabbed on Christmas Eve. The teen is now waiting for prosecutors to decide on charges. Well, it's been a whirlwind of a week, literally. Now, it's been another blustery day for the inland Northwest.
Right now, we're still under a wind advisory. It is set to expire at 7 p.m., but let's bring in Tim Adams now for the latest on our forecast and on these winds.
Oh, man, it's starting to calm down a little bit out there right now, so we're headed into a better region than we have been the last couple of days. Let me show you what's going on at the regional airports, and you can see here that now most of the winds are 20-25 miles an hour around our area, starting to come down earlier just a couple of hours ago. Just as a little scan of this whole same map, we had winds to 35, 37, 38 miles an hour. Peak wind I found this afternoon was up to 49 miles per hour at the top of Rattlesnake Mountain. Now, overnight tonight, the winds died down. Already we do know that the wind advisory is going to be allowed to expire at 7 o'clock. And by tomorrow, we're back to 5 to 15 mile an hour winds. Some shower activity in the mountains, but we're staying dry down here. I'll come back in a couple minutes. We'll check out a calmer, sunnier weekend forecast.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Tim. Well, Senator Maria Cantwell was in our neck of the woods today discussing the newly passed Farm Bill.
The senator says the bill will increase funding by 50% for specialty crop research, which will help reduce losses from pests and diseases. Cantwell also says the bill will increase exports, giving a nice little boost to the local economy and the job market.
Getting people to be first-time Washington apple consumers, I think it could help grow jobs right here at home.
Senator Cantwell toured Domex Superfresh Growers in Yakima, a family-owned business that sells crops in dozens of markets overseas. She also traveled to Benton City today to see how Inland Desert Nursery uses the Clean Plant Network to get healthy rootstock. The Farm Bill will help to keep the Clean Plant Network in place.
In this week's Throwback Thursday, we take you to one of the oldest burger joints in the Tri-Cities, and this is a menu of one of the original. Now, you can get a cheeseburger, it says on here, for 29 cents. Zips by the Cable Bridge in downtown Kennewick opened back in 1953 as a drive-in. The restaurant is most famous for its burgers. You can still find some of the original menu food items on even today. Now, Bob Zalachet took over the business in 1975. Now, he says there's something nostalgic about the place that just keeps people coming back for more.
I used to eat here all the time. It was very cheap, of course, back then, but I only made 50 cents an hour. There's a picture in the side room, and the cars are lined up right here, just like that. A lot of those people are now my age, and they're still coming in. This is a chicken with...
Wow, that's pretty cool that Slalich says that. Now, the Zips name has come a long way since 1953. It's now a Northwest staple with more than 30 locations across Washington and Idaho. Well, people spend hours in front of the TV watching home improvement shows like Flip My House. I've been known to do that, Shane, a time or two.
Sure. In an hour or less on these shows, it seems like a house can be totally revamped and sold for twice as much money as what they paid for it. But as Tracy Dial found out, it's not quite that easy, especially locally.
Fixing and flipping can open the door on all kinds of opportunities, but be ready to spend a pretty penny on everything from plumbing to electrical.
They always need paint and carpet, but you can have heating and air. Buyers expect to have updated windows.
At minimum, you'll spend $15,000 on improvements and repairs, and that's after you've bought the house you plan to flip. Ira Hickman has been doing this for more than a decade. He tells me just a few years ago, he could find hundreds of cheap homes for sale on any given day.
Then the market changed. Now there are very few foreclosures relatively, and the prices are much higher. There's a very small gap between what you can buy them for and sell them for.
I can do up to 3 to 4 houses a year if the price is right and there's room for profit margin.
It takes just a few days to take a house and completely demo it to this point. Where I'm standing right now was the bathroom. Where the camera is a bedroom, and behind me you can see yet another bedroom. And then in just about 6 months, this house will be a brand new one.
So what's next for this house is the contractors will come in and give us bids to put the home back together, and after we decide which contractor to hire, they will see this project through, and then we will put the house on the market.
Shauna Morris snagged this house for right around $30,000. She plans to dump about $50,000 into it and then sell it for up to $110,000.
Key is to find a location that is going to work. Make sure there's comparables around it that are going to sell your property. Make sure you don't put too much money into the property where you're not going to get that money back.
In Washington, you have to be a licensed contractor to legally flip houses. In Kennewick, Tracy Dial, NBC, right now.
Well, Shane, Tracy also handed me this, and this is one of the flyers of one of the houses that he flipped, and they're offering it for $105,000, it is.
Not as easy as it looks on the shows.
No, but it looks good. Final product is good.
Still ahead tonight, don't litter. February is spay and neuter your pet month.
But it's something you need to do sooner rather than later. Why it's so important. Coming up.
There's a reason why NBC Right Now is so prominent on social media. It's because we like interacting with you. No matter where you are, count on NBC Right Now to bring you the most current news, information, and weather. And the best part? It's all at your fingertips.
Eastern Washington, do your civic duty. Come together in one accord during the ultimate President's Day sale at your Eastern Washington Honda dealers. With the amazing $159 a month Honda Civic LX with 5-star safety and highest resale. And the incredible $219 a month Honda Accord LX with better fuel economy than Toyota and loaded with standard features. The more you compare, the more you know you want a Honda. Get it at the ultimate President's Day sale at your Eastern Washington Honda dealers.
President's Day is over, but the savings go on at Sleep Country. Through Sunday, save up to $500 on Beauty Rest and Posturepedic. Get a Sealy Queen set for just $399. Even get 3 years interest-free financing on Tempur-Pedic, plus free delivery, setup, and removal of your old set. Keep more presidents in your wallet, but hurry, Sleep Country's President's Day sale ends Sunday. Guaranteed comfort, best selection, lowest price.
At Wild Horse Resort and Casino, the game is always on. With over 1,200 of the hottest slots, table games, dining, movies, and more, all close by, you've already hit the jackpot.
And now you can get comfortable rooms in our Courtyard Hotel starting at just $49. Simply visit wildhorseresort.com or call 800-654-9453 and book yours today. Remember, you don't have to drive far to have one wild ride.
East on I-84, exit 216, Pendleton, Oregon. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
All right, it's crunch time. Does Ford have the truck I need? 2014 Super Duty definitely looks the part. Decked out in blue. No, red. Now we're talking. Look at that horsepower. This truck is a beast. And I'll save some serious dough at the pumps. No contest. I've found my new truck. And now I'll get up to $83.65 total savings on Super Duty. Wow. Better head to my local Ford store today.
This program is brought to you in part by Washington Health Plan Finder.
Hello again, my friend. We're back to talk in a little bit more detail about what's going on with that crazy weather out there. First off, yes, indeed, the winds are going to calm down. Man, we've been talking about winds for all week long here. Here's the costless carpet tower camera trying to hold steady in the blustery winds, but the wind's just bouncing it all around this afternoon. On the McDonald's tower camera, you can see a little blue sky out there and some clouds scooting out over the valley, but again, very, very blustery up there. Over Snoqualmie Pass right now, it's snowing, there's slush on the roadway, traction tires advise, oversized loads are being restricted up and over the pass like the other mountain passes, so check ahead. We have showers still lingering up in the mountains. Actual high temperatures were pretty nice today. In many cases, they were running right around 5 degrees above normal around our region, so we still saw some areas make it up into the 50s, but with wind chill values, it didn't feel like the 50s out there. Currently, both Tri-Cities and Yakima are at 48 degrees, so is Hermiston right now, but the winds are still on the blustery side. The showers that went through earlier are well to the east of us now, and we still have these residual showers kind of up in the mountains, so whether you're going through the Blues, into northern Idaho, western Montana, or the Cascades, you're probably going to run into that wintry weather in the higher elevations. When I go to close-up Doppler NextRad radar and put it into live mode here, we just have a few showers in the clouds along the Horse Heaven Hills, but we don't have much in the way of precipitation here, nor do we expect any as we go overnight. That storm's plowing to the east of us now. Behind it, we have a little high pressure, quite a gap before another storm moves in, and we're going to have fairly nice conditions. This is a computer model that projects cloud cover and precipitation, and we have some clouds around, but the blue areas, the precipitation, the snow is going to be focused on the coast and up in the mountains. We see a lot more down in Oregon, but over our little region down through here, it's the old infamous or famous rain shadow, snow shadow effect, and we don't have that precipitation. So Friday looks dry. As we go through the time period here on this computer model, Friday night into Saturday. Saturday looks like a dry day unless you're going to be driving down through the Blue Mountains, and then you could pick up some of those showers. Overnight tonight, the wind's calming down, so that's the best thing that we have about our forecast. Generally clear to partly cloudy skies out there and no precipitation. And for the highs coming up on our Friday, again, it's going to be some upper 40s around Pendleton and Walla Walla, and into the low 50s for many areas around. You can see here that we have some 40s for the east slopes of the Cascades and into the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. Now, for this extended outlook, it looks like we stay dry through most of the weekend, but the computer models are bringing in some more clouds and maybe a chance of showers on Sunday evening and into Monday, but that storm's a little ways out there yet, so we kind of have a little time to get some focus on that system. But at least the winds are coming down for the weekend.
Finally.
Yeah.
Thought it was never going to end.
I know.
All right. Thank you, Tim. Well, fake service dogs are creating a real problem for businesses.
Dog owners are beating the system, but maybe not for much longer. We'll find out why coming up.
Columbia Basin Racket Club is the area's largest premium health club with the best amenities in the region. Go to mycbrc.com and check out the amazing group classes, swimming, tennis, the face-to-face program for personal training, and lots of kids programs, including the evolutionary new AquaTrack indoor water play. Check out the special joining offer online. Columbia Basin Racket Club.
locally owned and operated off the Bypass Highway in Richland.
Best time to upgrade your home at the lowest price with the most energy efficient windows sold today is right now during the winter season at Home Improvement Products.
Replace up to 10 windows for just $77 a month.
And reduce your energy costs by as much as 25%.
My mom isn't home. Can I just come in?
I don't want you to get the wrong idea. We're not going to be friends.
What's it like to be arrested?
I'd prefer if you didn't Google me.
That's not really up to you.
About a Boy. Special premiere Saturday after the Olympics on NBC.
Late night is almost here, and there are still a lot of questions to answer.
Blue curtain or red curtain?
Blue, but 2 shades lighter.
Teleprompter or cue cards?
Cue cards.
Ready to take your coffee?
Late Night with Seth Meyers premieres this Monday on NBC.
He's seen the world on the brink. He worked for 21 years at the Hanford Nuclear Weapons Facility and quietly helped win the Cold War, but it cost him his health. America is now honoring this sacrifice by providing free home health care from Professional Case Management. It's the best possible care in the best possible place, home. If you have this card, you are eligible for free home health care. Call 855-CARE-TODAY. You've earned it.
Thanks for watching the Olympics here on NBC right now.
This is breaking news.
This just in tonight, the Amber Alert issued out of Snohomish County has been canceled.
Mill Creek police say that the mother, 25-year-old Saja Henry, and her 2 children, 2-year-old Tyrell and 8-month-old Alexandria, were found safe this evening in Eugene, Oregon.
Well, for many dog owners, their pet is really a part of the family, so much so they want to take their dogs everywhere.
Sometimes, though, that togetherness takes some dubious turns. The Americans with Disabilities Act allows service animals to accompany people with disabilities wherever the public is allowed to go. But Nancy Lagasse says that she runs into problems when people pretend to have a service animal. It's easy to pretend your pet is a service animal. All you have to do is visit one of the many websites selling service animal vests and IDs. Right now, there's nothing in the law to stop the pretenders.
The law is about protecting the rights of individuals with disabilities, not penalizing individuals that don't have a disability that want to take advantage of having an animal accompany them places.
And the law prohibits anyone from challenging someone who's claiming to have a service dog. The National Restaurant Association has partnered with Canine Companions in an effort to stop the online sale of fraudulent service animal products.
It's National Spay and Neuter Month, and you want to get your pet fixed earlier than you think. Staff at the Yakima Humane Society says cats and dogs can start breeding at about 4 months old, and most people wait until 6 or 8 months to spay or neuter. The outreach manager at the Humane Society, Nicole Papageorgiou, says most of the time people don't think they need to fix their pet.
Classic excuse is my cat never leaves the house, or my cat would never escape, or my dog would never leave the backyard, or my dog needs to have 1 litter just so she can be a real dog, but that's not necessary.
She also says most, if not all, the animals that come in are not fixed or are part of an unwanted litter. Now, if you don't want to put your dog under the knife, there is also a way to neuter male dogs without surgery, an injection called Zuterin, which takes about 3 months to fully sterilize the dog. Now, for more information about Zuterin and if it's right for your dog, you can head to our website at NBCRightNow.com and click on News Links. And across the country, pet owners are spreading the love during one of the nation's forgotten holidays, National Love Your Pet Day. Whether they are a cat, dog, rabbit, or reptile, we want to see the animals in your life.
Pet pictures always make people smile, and we want to see yours. You can send your pet photos to our website, or to our Facebook pages. We'll add them to our slideshow on NBCRightNow.com. Just a few of those pictures there.
I know, and I heard from some of our producers that we're getting a lot in, so this is really good. It kind of, nice to go through and see all the cute little animals.
Sure.
Well, up next in sports, the high school basketball playoffs continue tonight.
Plus, the Tri-Cities Fever have worked hard to improve their public image. We'll hear from the team up next.
Hey, Joey, it's Grandpa. Want to go fishing today?
Yeah, Grandpa. I'll let you talk to Mom while I get my stuff.
If you can't hear well on the phone, now you can read what your caller says. Captel Service uses operator-assisted voice recognition technology to show captions of everything your caller says.
Thanks again for getting me Captel Service. It's great to stay in touch with friends. And my little fishing buddy, too.
To learn more about this free service and Captel phones, go to CaptelWashington.com.
Do you want to maximize your heating and air conditioning efficiency or increase your system's lifespan while preventing costly breakdowns? Then call Campbell & Company for a 30th anniversary energy-saving tune-up. Right now, save $30. This service is usually $129, but is just $99 for a limited time. Fight those high energy bills. Call Campbell & Company today.
No matter what the weather, one call gets it together. Campbell & Company.
TomDingel'sFordCountry.com, where it's fun, easy to do business, never overpay for a vehicle. Our 2013 new vehicle customers saved an average of $5,000 per purchase. Over 700 new Ford and certified vehicles. Regardless of your credit, we say yes we can to the lowest interest rates and payments. We want your vehicle. Paid for or not, we pay more for your trade-in. The largest selection, fun, convenient, easy. Get the most for your trade and never overpay. Only at TomDingel'sFordCountry.com. If you can't come to us, we will come to you. Or 24/7 at FordCountry.com.
Your heart is pounding. You can
feel the excitement. There's nothing like it.
And when the crowd roars
and comes to their feet, you know that something incredible is about to happen. There's just a few seconds left. The game is tied.
One last play, one last
chance to win.
Touchdown Fever! Celebrating 10 seasons, bringing you the hottest show on turf. Your Tri-Cities Fever. Home opener February 28th against the Wyoming Cavalry.
That's Ryan. So last fall you didn't have health insurance or an appendix? You was almost there, girl.
Well, no, I just couldn't stand my parents' coverage after I turned 26.
Fly, baby, Okay, but what'd you do?
I got a low-cost plan. It covers checkups, ER, everything.
40 cc's of low-cost options.
It wasn't a big deal. It just worked.
Thanks for watching the Olympics here on NBC Right Now.
Live from the SWX Sports Studio, this is SWX on NBC Right Now.
Cleaning up the off-the-field issues. Good evening, everyone. Over the last several years, the Tri-Cities Fever has been fighting some PR problems with players representing the team poorly in the community. That appears to be a thing of the past, as ownership has worked with Coach Shackelford to bring in players that are not just talented, but show good character as well. Since arriving in town, many of the players have made appearances at schools, emphasizing attendance and good grades.
They need to be here and doing the right things. Coach Shack has bought into that, and so when he recruits players, he calls their college coaches. You know, he looks into their background, and if they've got just a minor blip on the radar, he doesn't even look at them. There's plenty of good athletes out there that have good character, and so he focuses on those athletes.
Moving to the diamond, sometimes in life you have to gamble. That's just what Mariners GM Jack Sorenzik has done with two of his offseason acquisitions. Among the new faces at Mariners spring training are Logan Morrison and Corey Hart. Morrison had a big 2011 with the Miami Marlins. Hart, two-time All-Star in Milwaukee. Both have had knee surgery in recent years and hope they can have a strong 2014 after missing time last season. Hart says the new manager, Lloyd McClendon, has let the team know that no job is safe.
He's pretty much saying, don't worry about being young. You're not going to be looked at as young, you're going to be looked at as a player. So just come out and play hard. Obviously he'll take the best 25 guys, whether you're young or not. And that's he wanted to make sure that guys knew there was a chance. Whoever you are, if you're in camp, there's a chance you're on the team, and work hard, and said, anything can happen.
Moving to the hardwood, the high school basketball playoffs raging on. Taking a look at tonight's games for the boys, Moses Lake will face Davis. Highland will take on Natchez Valley. Connell playing Columbia Burbank, and Ephrata faces Grandview. Wapato also playing East Valley. Those are all loser-out games except for Ephrata Grandview, which is for a trip to state regionals. For the girls, Mabton will play Connell, and Zilla takes on Columbia Burbank. Those are both loser-out games. We'll have highlights and scores for you tonight at 11 o'clock. Moving to the Olympics, the U.S. women's hockey team fell victim to former Tri-City American Shannon Zabados and Team Canada, settling for a silver after a dramatic overtime loss. You can catch that game here on NBC in primetime tonight, as well as women's figure skating. Americans Gracie Gold and Ashley Wagner are within striking distance of the podium heading into tonight. It will come down to their long programs. Also, American David Wise took home gold in the first ever Olympic ski halfpipe event. Tonight, the women take the course for their shot at Olympic history. Finally tonight, a bit of an awkward life for Rory McIlroy here on 14 at Dove Mountain. He was able to put a swing on this ball, as you can see, but he immediately would react as if he'd hit someone. It turns out he didn't, but his attempt to get out of the way, this fan got something that was arguably worse, fell into a cactus that grows in Arizona. It's known as the jumping cholla. The reason they call it that is because of the tendency of the barbs to basically just come right off so easily. And so obviously you see there for the medical staff attending to this poor guy. He shows a lot of restraint, or at least a high pain tolerance. He's not even reacting. The guy's got a cactus in his back, Shane.
Oh, man, there they go. Take his knife. I know, right?
Oh,
maybe it's because the camera's around. He wants us kind of
Yeah, exactly.
tough.
Well, you also know, like, if people have to bring tools over, it's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. No, not at all. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead. Tim will have a last word on our weather. We'll be right back.
The all-new Yakima Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is open for business on South 1st Street. Our straight-to-the-point pricing is our way of taking the hard part of buying a new vehicle and making a great buy easy to see. The 2014 Ram Truck Month is on. Yakima Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Now is the time to join your Greater Yakima Chamber of Commerce.
I'm here today to tell you that the Chamber is a great place to belong to. It's an incredible opportunity for everyone in this valley to get involved and make a difference.
People like doing business with people they know, and the Chamber programs have really helped us connect quickly with the community.
Call today and join the Greater Yakima Chamber of Commerce, 248-2021.
Conquer the elements with one of the most advanced all-wheel drive systems ever made. Mercedes-Benz latest generation of superior stability, power, and control. 4MATIC, now on more Mercedes-Benz models than ever before.
Visit Steve Hahn Mercedes-Benz for these exceptional offers.
I walked into my kitchen on a Sunday morning, fell over dead from a heart attack, and woke up 4 days later in intensive care. It was the nurses and doctors at Memorial who gave me back my physical health. But it's the team at Memorial's Rehabilitation and Wellness Center that gave me the confidence to get my life back. I'm here 5 days a week, every week. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Memorial. To learn more about my experience, visit yakimamemorial.org.
Snow is in the forecast. The time is now to get your new 4x4 from Trucks Plus USA.
This 2001 Chevy Silverado Z71 Extra Cab, only $79.95 or $135 a month. An 05 Jeep Liberty 4x4, $89.95 or $149 a month. Take home this 08 Ford Expedition 4x4, sale price $10,985 or $179 a month.
No credit, no problem. No credit check needed to drive home today in your new ride from Trucks Plus USA in Union Gap, where we are trucks.
The all-new Yakima Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is open for business on South 1st Street. Our straight-to-the-point pricing is our way of taking the hard part of buying a new vehicle and making a great buy easy to see. The 2014 Ram Truck Month is on. Yakima Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Thanks for watching NBC Right Now, local news.
All right, Jim, you have any last words on this wind?
Yes, the wind is
weather?
going away. Finally, tonight. I mean, it's still breezy out there. We still have some of the winds gusting to 30 miles an hour, but the advisory is going to be dropped within an hour, and tomorrow's going to be mostly sunny skies and 5 to 15 mile an hour winds.
All right, well, we like the sound of that.
Sure,
Can't beat that.
absolutely.
Well, finally tonight, entertainers of all shapes and sizes have been traveling to Sochi's Olympic Park to put a smile on visitors' faces.
As people post for photos with the Olympic rings, a pack of colorful characters made the rounds. One clown seemed to particularly like the cameraman. The Sochi Olympics are winding down. Sunday's closing ceremony is just 3 days away. Are you guys ready for the Olympics to be over, or you wish they were going to hang around for a little bit longer?
This has been fun.
I'm indifferent.
I've really enjoyed that.
I enjoy the Olympics.
Yeah, this has been a really fun time.
Good times indeed. You can watch the Olympics starting at 8 o'clock right here on NBC. We'll see you back here after the Olympics at 11.
Eastern Washington, do your civic duty. Come together in one accord during the ultimate President's Day sale at your Eastern Washington Honda dealers. With the amazing $159 a month Honda Civic LX with 5-star safety and highest resale. And the incredible $219 a month Honda Accord LX with better fuel economy than Toyota and loaded with standard features. The more you compare, the more you know you want a Honda. Get it at the ultimate President's Day sale at your Eastern Washington Honda dealers.
Today's forecast brought to you by Campbell & Company Heating and Air.
Since he was 12 years old, the man standing has been working tirelessly to help his family make ends meet. So today, we just really want to hand him a big check from Valley Stream, New York. Let's hear it for our returning contestant, Dennis Farrell. What up, dude? Nice, man. Hard-working guy, man. Just been wanting to show some love to the family. You're here, man. You've been playing great, too, man. You did great. You're back.
It's amazing.
You got $28,500 banked in. You're just going to recap everything. You're 8 questions away from $1 million, sir.
Getting there.
You got 2 lifelines remaining. So all that's right there. Dennis, you ready to keep playing?
Let's do it.
Audience, are you ready? Let's play Millionaire!
A good friend. And not so goddamn good that you wouldn't block him out of a job he was entitled to, then go around playing politics so you can get it for yourself. It was Bert who started Pierce Homes, you may recall.
Bert owned farmland. The developers came knocking. He got lucky, that's all. Anyway, it's no good cussing Mildred coming from you.
Well, double-crossing's no good coming from anybody.
I don't like that.
I don't care whether you like it or not.
They needed a lawyer.
After you talked to them, they did. Oh, yes, at least a dozen people came to Bert and warned him what you were doing and begged him to go down and put his claim in, but he wouldn't do it. He didn't think it was proper. Till he found out what was proper and what a pal you were.
It's, Mildred, I swear to you, I give you my word.
What's that worth exactly? Why don't you tell the truth, Wally? You've gotten what you came for, haven't you? A drink, a dinner, some things I'd prefer not to mention, and now you want to duck, so you start talking about Bert. Funny how you didn't talk about Bert when you came in here wanting to pull those apron strings. You remember them, don't you?
I didn't hear you saying no.
No, I was a sap. And you're just like all the rest. I'm sorry, Wally.
Oh, hell, it's all right.
Been a little upset lately.
Who wouldn't be?
Say, doll, how'd it go last night?
Well, I'm on the town.
Yeah? How's it feel?
Fast.
Take a roll and 6. Watch this.